The following video contains fucking foul language. Viewer discretion is fucking advised.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you guys for watching. Classic Bike Rider here, bringing you a new video. This is Sunday afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I didn't ride yesterday. Pretty much stay home all day. I'm on my way to get gas. Actually, it's kind of pretty full. But also I'm on my way to Best Buy. Geeking out still. Gonna install an SSD on my computer and install Hackintosh into the SSD to make it boot really fast. So it's the first time I started the bike in 2 days. I rode to work on Thursday. Friday I didn't have work because we were getting some bad weather from the remnants of Doreen. We didn't work. We didn't get pretty much diddly squat. Just a couple of rain showers and a little bit wind. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So I didn't have work on Friday, but some point last week I opened my one of my tech news sites, and there was a report that Altice, that's the parent company of Cablevision and Optimum, were launching a new cell phone service. See, Optimum did try a cell phone service a few years ago. They called that Optimum Mobile, which was the premise to what Altice Mobile is. Optimum Mobile, because it's Optimum Online, they had all those Wi-Fi access point everywhere. If you are an Optimum customer, you've probably seen them, you know, anywhere you go and look for a open Wi-Fi to sign on to. They have Optimum Wi-Fi. Those are Optimum Wi-Fi access points. So the service that they had a few years back, they had, boy, that lady's drunk. She had some fun. Excuse me. So I lost my chain of thought. Sorry about that. So Optimum, the cell phone service that they had a few years back that it didn't take off at all. You buy basically a phone from them, and it will connect to their Wi-Fi access point. And when you're not near an access point, it will connect to the Sprint network, and you will use their network. And I think the plans were like $50, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember, because it was a few years ago and it didn't take off at all. Like I said, pretty soon it just went down the tubes. Fast forward a few years into the future, Altice, it's a French company. They got French, they own the cable system in France and a bunch all over the world. They have connections. They bought Cablevision, and they've been doing some great stuff. I mean, thanks to Altice, Cablevision is what it is now. They've done some great stuff. So they create this thing called Altice Mobile, and I saw the report on the internet. I looked for it. It says coming soon. Then it said when. So Thursday night, I opened my tech news site, and it says Altice Mobile launch today with plans, basically one price. If you're an Optimum customer, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data. Again, unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data for $20 a month per line. $20. And I go, what? And if you're not Optimum customer, it will cost you $30 a month, but you still can switch to their service. So Friday, I took it upon myself, since I wasn't working. I go to the Optimum office over here in Riverhead, and there was a line out the door, people signing up for the service, and they sell you phones. You can use your own phone, but that's the but, it has to be Sprint compatible, because they're using the Sprint network. Sprint is being bought by T-Mobile, which T-Mobile is not bad in some parts. Sprint used to be great back in the day. If you had a Verizon phone, you are guaranteed to have no signal. If you had a Sprint phone, you had guaranteed to have signal everywhere. What happened to Sprint? Well, the same thing that happened to all the telcos. They got too greedy. They started wanting more money from the customers and not invested it in the infrastructure, and the other networks just zoom by them like they're in a bicycle, and the other networks in a Ferrari. So fast forward to today, they're still struggling to be relevant in the market. They didn't know before. You got AT&T and Verizon, then you got T-Mobile, and then at last is Sprint. And I tell you, Sprint used to be great. I used to have Boost Mobile, which run in the Sprint networks, and it was great. Then Virgin Mobile ran on the Sprint network. They were great, but like I said, Then they stopped investing in their infrastructure, and service went down the hill. So when I went to the office, I waited for about an hour. Most to my disappointment, that they didn't want to sell me. I just wanted to buy a SIM card to use my phone. I got a brand new phone I bought last year, and it's unlocked, so it can work in any network. And let me paraphrase this for you. I know you probably get bored of me talking about technology, but that's, besides my motorcycle, I love motorcycles and I love technology. So I'm the classic bike rider geek. So when I signed up for Google Fi used T-Mobile as the first network. They used Sprint as the backup, and I can't remember the third one. And I had it on my phone, my current phone that I had. And there was a way to force it to switch to Sprint network. And my phone did run on the Sprint network on Google Fi. So it was connected to the Sprint towers. So I waited in line for an hour, go to the counter, went through the process, and the lady said, you get a new phone? I said, oh no, I'm just gonna get a SIM card. I'm using my phone. Let me see it. She touched a couple of things. Oh no, your phone is not compatible with our network. So what do you mean? It's unlocked. Yeah, but it's not compatible. But we got good phones. We got iPhones. We got Samsung. I said, oh no, I didn't want to buy any expensive phone because my phone is brand new. I just bought it last year. What? I can get you Motorola G7 with their good phones, the Motorola G7, for $5 a month. And I was like, oh, okay. $5 a month I can deal with, being that I already had a Moto G5, and it's a great phone. And I figure my wife's Moto G 5S Plus was my hand-me-down that I had last year, so it was already a year old. So I was gonna get two phones, one for me and one for her. So she had it. I ended up dropping her off this morning to the airport because she had to go as an emergency to Colombia. So she said okay, and she did some stuff, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, we can get you the phones. And I said, why? I said, because you haven't been with us for a year yet. And I said, what? Because we don't do a credit check. You have to be with us at least a year before you can we can give you the phone. And my year, that's when I moved to my apartment, is due on October 1st, September 30th. And I said, well, you can't sell me the SIM card? No, we can't, I'm sorry. So I waited there for an hour just for her to tell me that my phone won't work on her network. And I have to wait until September 30th before I can apply so they can give me a phone. I wasn't in a big rush to switch over because I'm happy with my service, but the fact that it's $20 per line for unlimited everything, you can beat that. And I guess most people that were there, they thought the same thing as I did. You know, you can beat that combination, like the Brothers Triple girls say. You can't beat that. Gonna stick it hard to. They're actually gonna stick it hard to all the carriers, basically. But they're an MVNO, virtual mobile operator, like I was explaining in one of my other videos. They run mainly on the AT&T and Sprint towers, so they guarantee you be covered in 99% of the states and 35 countries. So if you travel abroad, you can take your phone with you, like Google Fi. That was the reason I switched to Google Fi, because you can use it anywhere in the world for the same price as at home. And Altice Mobile guarantee you that you can use it at least in the very beginning. It's going to be 35 countries. They're going to be adding more because Altice is a worldwide company. For the same price as at home, you're going to have unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data anywhere in 35 countries that you go to. So, in a nutshell, Altice Mobile already started in the wrong foot, telling me no. You don't tell a customer no, especially a customer that have YouTube channel and can talk bad about you. But it don't matter. I'd probably sign up for it because my wife's telling me that she wants a new phone. I want to get her a new phone, so I'm gonna go over there, sign up for the service, get 2 new phones, and I'm gonna put the same color on my phone that I currently have, my B35, my LG B35, because I like that phone. All the one that they gave away, and the plan is the Motorola G7 Play Edition, which is the cheapest one of the bunch. I can get a Motorola G7 Power for like $200 and still stick that SIM card in it. And Motorola G7 Power, they say 2 days of batteries without charging. I can get about a day on my LG with moderate use. So I'm getting gas first, like I mentioned before. Then I'm gonna go to Best Buy and grab my SSD drive. It's called a M2 SSD. See, I bought this computer 2 years ago, and here I am calling myself a geek. I didn't even know there's this new technology. The SSDs, hard drives, they come in this little, like a little stick, and most new motherboards have a slot for them. My motherboard has a slot for one of those. So I'm gonna go buy it. Well, I already bought it. I just gotta go pick it up. I bought it online. And put it on my Hackintosh. So I'll catch you guys back up in a little bit. That was a bust. because I use my wife. Yeah, right. Who's gonna steal that piece of shit? Because I use my wife's credit card to buy the SSD. The order came out on her name, and because I didn't add my name as a pickup, they didn't want to give me the freaking hard drive. So you know what? Cancel it. It's alright. In a way, I'm glad. At least I know there's some schmuck's not gonna come and steal my order. They can add me to the order, but it's gonna take about an hour. I don't have an hour to work, to waste. So I go back home and just order it on Amazon. It's okay, I'm not in a rush. But I fill her up. It's nice and full. $8. 2.5 gallons. That's all she drank going back to work. Back and forth to work for 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I didn't really go out on Monday, Labor Day. I stay home, relaxed. Alright, I'll pick you guys up in a little bit. It's such a nice weather to ride a motorcycle now. There's no out-of-towners. No traffic at all. I hate going over this freaking railroad tracks. It's like, bro, this is so messed up. Alright, so this light takes forever unless I hit the sensor. I don't even know where the sensor is on this one. Oh, nice. This person was sleeping. So what I was planning to do, but not today, was get that SSD, put it on my lap, on my computer, as I mentioned before, install OS 10 on it to make my Hackintosh boot like a real Mac, really fast. So my son's Virago, my old Virago carburetor finally bit the dust. He showed me a picture of one of the plugs fouled up with gas. So I mean that is the float is sticking on the open position. Float bowl is sticking, and the open position is constantly passing gas. That was happening before too when I had it. The year that I forgot to put any fuel treatment on it in the winter. Then when I started it in spring, it was doing that thing with the gas. So I'm gonna get a ultrasonic cleaner to give it to him, and we're gonna rebuild them carburetors. We're gonna rebuild them carburetors. Gonna get that baby back on the road. That's gonna be a winter project. I have so much shit to talk about in the beginning of the video, but I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning, 4:30 this morning, and I went to bed at 1 o'clock. So my brain is finally catching up to me. So I'm like in a la-la land. I'm gonna go home, edit this video, eat lunch, take a shower, and crash. Crash. Although I don't want to fall asleep too early, because then I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, and I got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm going to try to hold it up as much as I can. knew it. As soon as I said that crash, that freaking song popped into my head. Well, if anything, it was a nice ride to get gas. I'll check in Amazon and see how much is the SSD, and if I can get it by Wednesday, I order it. If not, I just order it from here. I make sure that I put my name to pick up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Any suggestion, you can post them down below. I just posted my third Motorcycle Talk with Carlos episode today, talking about her, my ST1100. As I mentioned before, you can send me a voice message. You know, you can use your phone's voice recorder and record a voice note, drop it on my email, and I play it on my podcast. cnieves581@gmail.com or cnieves369@gmail.com. Just if you do that, just leave me a comment in my video so I can look for it, because the Google spam is a little draconian, and it's been sending stuff to spam that is not really spam. But I better that than having my inbox flooded with unsolicited mail and spam. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Classic Bike Rider signing off. See ya.